Hey, how you doing? It's Bob. Um, I had a pretty shit fucking day today. Actually, I had a pretty shit week. I don't need to go into the details of it, but my voice is shot out not because I was outraged at a concert or anything. It's because I had a total fucking attack, trigger attack, a real trigger attack today. I suffer from bipolar disorder, and I had a shitty week of work. It was pretty fucking rough. Some shit happened. The phone system went down. The computer got fucking blown up. I found another fucking tower that I hooked up because the other tower got shot, but there's an old administrator password in it. I don't know how to bypass it. If anybody can help me with that, that'd be great. But basically, I went out with my boyfriend today. We went to a dinner at a restaurant for a friend who was turning 60, a bunch of people, old crowd of old friends of ours, plus some people I didn't know. But I already start to get nervous going into social situations, especially when there's going to be a lot of people and sometimes I get very anxiety about that. So we went to the restaurant. That was good. I didn't complain about having to go anywhere, about having to be with people. None of that shit. None of that show. A lot of times I'll usually do because that's my anxiety kicking in and I just don't want to go. But I know it's going to be all right. And I know once I'm there it's going to be all right. But to get there, it's fucking rough. Anyway, so we go. A huge table, restaurant was crowded. We had a hell of a long table of people, and me and my boyfriend was sitting at the end with two relative strangers. And I mean, I don't want to complain about the company, but the guy I was trying to talk to just had an opinion on everything, and every time he said something, he had to be one of those one-upper people. You know, that he has another story, another better. Finally, I got it down to talking about DC and Marvel animation versus movies versus comics, and we can agree on that topic, and he didn't get me annoyed. So my patience is getting very low by now, and even though I got myself nice and recreationally high before I went, it was starting to wear off, and I should have hit the bowl that I keep in my pocket and calm myself down a little, but whatever. So it's over now. I get to go home. So, one of the other things that really hate is shopping with my boyfriend. I don't like going grocery shopping, and it's this Dollar General store that I particularly hate going with. He is very slow at everything he does, and shopping is slow. And I'm a get in there, get out of there sort of kind of guy. So, and he has this thing about they have a $5 coupon, and he doesn't, if you spend 25 you can get $5 off, and he doesn't like going over it. But today he went over it, and it was $30, and he was like, oh, I want to take something off, and the line was going longer, and then I get very uncomfortable, and I know that's me, that's my problem, that I get uncomfortable. But in a way, he knows that every time I go with him to this place, there's a chance I'm going to freak out. It just happens. I mean, it happened. I did, and I freaked out. I was so embarrassed at the checkout that he was making such a big deal over $5. We're not poor. I mean, we're not rich, but we're not poor. I was like, you got a $5 coupon. I was already getting three 12 packs of Pepsi for $9, which is pretty good. $3 a 12 pack is a pretty good price. So I wasn't complaining about how it was. So we made the guy take something off, then he needed $3 more, then he had to look around for last minute items to find, and now I'm like, he doesn't realize that the people are looking at me like, this guy is fucking crazy. And the little fucking guy behind the register is, we used to know all the people worked there because we're customers. So then, like, the whole coupon thing got cool because those people knew us and they knew what was going to happen. And he was usually good at doing the math. But now there's new people at the store, and I'm very uncomfortable because I like to be friendly with those people, but this guy's a bit of a dick. Anyway, so long story short, I'm fucking driving home. I'm taking the things to the cart, and the people are seeing me freak out in the fucking thing. And even one lady who we bumped into in the store, was like laughing because she thought she was part of a joke that we had between us before. But I'm freaking the fuck out, and I'm like talking to myself, and the people are looking at me because I'm the crazy guy now. And so I'm fucking yelling shit at him in the fucking car ride home. I'm saying all this evil fucking shit. But in my evil shit, I make points that are for real, stuff that I've been holding on to, but I can only let it go until I'm really pissed off, which is, I know, my problem. But now I'm home, and now for the last 4 hours, I've been nothing but depressed. I've been watching YouTube videos, but I guess that's what I've been doing lately anyway. He's into watching Big Brother After Dark and shit, so I just let him watch that shit. It's on for like 3 hours a night. Oh my God. But so now I feel like shit, and I'm depressed, and he feels like shit because I fucking blew up and said really mean things to him, and anything I had to say that was, a point got negated. I got into the house, I'm still screaming. My dogs are fucking running around scared, and I get the dog scared, and he gets even madder at me because he cares about the dogs like children, like a good gay man should. And like a good person should, but like for him, they really are his children, and if I yell in front of his children, it just exasperates the situation. Anyway, that's what being bipolar is like. That's what really getting triggered by something is like. That's like a trigger. You can't control yourself. If I didn't smoke so much pot, that would have been give this guy a Valium moment. Maybe 2. That would have been, are you sure we don't have to call the police? Is he going to hurt himself or somebody else moment? That's what getting triggered is really about. So, I know I hate using the term, but this time I'm using it correctly. So, if you stuck with me, that's a little bit into my life. If you didn't, I can understand that too, because listening to a fucking crazy guy rant sucks. But hey, some people like it. Anyway, thanks a lot for listening. I had a lot to get off my chest. Thoughts, comments, suggestions, I'm up. Later.